Throughout history, a question has haunted the minds of millions. What was Jesus truly afraid of? Most people think he only feared the pain of the cross, the nails, or the physical agony of death. But the truth goes far deeper. Hidden in the lines of the Gospels, whispered in the writings of the Church Fathers, and passed down in mystical Christian traditions lies a much greater secret. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus fell to his knees, praying in the stillness of the night. He was seized by such terror that his sweat became drops of blood. According to medical science, this is a rare condition called hematidrosis, caused by extreme stress and fear. But his fear was not of death in the ordinary sense. What opened before his eyes was the moment when the sins, evils, and darkness of all humanity would descend upon his soul. That night, angels are said to have descended from heaven, surrounding him with halos of light to strengthen him, and yet, even within that light, Jesus saw the horror of what was coming, separation from God the Father. For according to Christian belief, in that moment, Jesus would take upon himself not only the sins of mankind, but also the curse that sin brought, and that curse demanded that the Father turn his face away from him. On the cross, his words marked the climax of this fear. My God, why have you forsaken me?" This was not just a cry. It was a roar that shook the balance of the universe. For the Son, who had been one with the Father since eternity, was experiencing separation for the very first time. This was the moment when the gates of heaven were closed, when the angels wept, when the earth trembled, and indeed, according to the Gospels, after those words, darkness fell over the land. The curtain of the temple was torn in two, the earth shook and tombs were opened. The dead rose and walked among the living in the city. These supernatural events reveal how deep Jesus' fear truly was. He was not only afraid of pain, but also of descending into the gates of hell. For in Christian tradition, while his body lay in the tomb, his soul descended into the realm of the dead. There he faced the horror ruled by Satan and the forces of darkness. He entered the shadowy land where souls had been chained for centuries. According to ancient traditions, when Satan saw him there, he unleashed all his legions against him. The screams of demons echoed through the darkness. Yet even though the Son was cut off from the Father, with the power of the Holy Spirit he shattered the chains. He set free the souls lost in darkness. At that moment, death's greatest weapon was taken away. This event, described in church tradition, symbolizes Jesus breaking open the gates of hell. And here lies the most shocking truth. Jesus' fear was very human. He was not afraid of dying, he was afraid of being alone. Separation from God was the heaviest. Today, millions of Christians remember this moment and realize that Jesus was truly like us. He feared, he trembled, he hesitated, and yet he did not turn back. What makes him unique is not the absence of fear, but the choice to act in spite of it. The greatest miracle was not fearlessness, but sacrifice made through fear. And so what Jesus feared the most was this: to be cut off from the Father, to be separated from the light of divine love, and to step into the darkness of hell. But for this very reason, he won his greatest victory for the salvation of humanity.